how to change your life, how to upgrade your life, how to level up in your finances, your personal life, or whatever you're stuck in that you're not happy with. It is time for another episode of the Weekend Taoism philosophy discussion. And in this episode, let's cover how to level up your life to a completely different plane, a completely different level, where you're doing a quantum leap jump into a different life. As if, you know how movies and books and scientists will talk about alternate realities, how to jump into an alternate reality, where in the new reality, you're actually sexy, rich, and really good at tennis or whatever you want to be really good at. How to do that in this episode. I'm going to periodically be looking back here because I'm still clocked in and I'm still working right now. SNX, oh my goodness, SNX looks like a long right now. Anyway, I think I can finish this video before SNX starts to move. There are multiple components to be able to transport yourself from your universe into the universe where you're actually sexy, rich, and good at cooking or tennis or whatever. And one of them is luck. One of them is luck. You mean it's random? It's it has nothing to do with me and my own abilities? It's just random luck? No. Luck is not random at all. I got something in my eye from spring or autumn dusting going on. Luck is the least random thing in this universe. Luck is the most precisely, preciously doled out phenomena in this universe. You're on this earth, this planet that happens to luckily have water, that happens to luckily rise when it's frozen, that happens to luckily be at the perfect distance away from a star called the sun, that happens to perfectly have a moon that rotates around it and other planets that block disastrous Armageddon-like asteroids and comets. That's luck. It's lucky that the Earth is here under those Goldilocks circumstances. Out of the thousands and thousands of sperm cells that could have been your replacement, that sperm cell that fertilized you, the egg, you exist. Thousands to one ratio. You're lucky. It's luck. And these things, luck is timed precisely. Luck is not just random like the dust that's floating through the air right now and lands in my eye. Actually, even that is super, super precise. So first of all, in order to be lucky, you have to realize that luck is not random at all. Luck is the most precise, calculated, and complexly structured opportunity in the universe. So to be able to catch it, you have to be able to create Goldilocks circumstances in your life. If you don't know what Goldilocks circumstances are, just Google it. So how do I become lucky then? How do I increase my chances of becoming lucky? First of all, if you want an apple, you should probably figure out how to identify an apple tree. If you want luck, you want to be able to identify a luck tree. Or where luck comes from. Where luck actually comes from. Where does luck come from? Do you know? You just kind of walk around the bus stops and casinos and libraries looking for luck. Luck actually has a specific origin. It has a specific source. It has a specific funnel. It has a specific pipeline through which at light speed, it's transported through this pipeline and suddenly it just stops and shines on you. Ding! Or doesn't. shines on somebody else, and misses you altogether. That's luck. But if you don't even know where this pipeline is, how are you going to get your chance at having Lady Luck shine a smile on you? Isn't that like an old 1950s or 40s song lyric? There's multiple different types of luck, because luck, as I mentioned, is a universal phenomenon that happens extremely precisely, extremely rarely. Luck of being on an inhabitable planet, you accomplish that. Luck of being one out of thousands of sperm cells, you accomplish that. Luck of being born in a country where you have internet connection, where you can watch this, you accomplish that. Look at how lucky you are already. You've accomplished tons and tons and tons of things that are extremely difficult to do. You've done 1 in a million things over and over and over again. Just by being born, you're a 1 in a million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. You've accomplished. So you're already lucky, number one. But being born luck is not what I'm looking for. I've already been there, done that. Having internet service, luck. Being in a country where I've got internet service, luck. I've already accomplished that. I don't need that luck anymore. Okay, what luck do you want? Are you starting to see how we're zooming in, we're tightening down into the specific brand of luck that you want? The specific label of luck that you want. Okay, so let's say the specific label of luck that you want is money, which is what I've got all these screens for behind me, because we're trying, Comp right now wants to pump. Oh, okay, I'm gonna wrap this up as soon as possible. So does Wifey too. Wifey E wants to pump. So does Lend. Swipe does too. Oh my god. Okay, so where do you get all this money? Where do you get this luck of money? Money is the currency of people. Humans. Animals don't use bricks, don't use money. Rain clouds don't use money. Amoeba doesn't use money. Only people use money. So where does money come from? People. That simple. Money comes from people. Money doesn't come from companies. Money doesn't come from banks. Wait, I know money comes from people, but what do you mean money doesn't come from companies? I worked my whole life. I'm $300,000 in university debt, college debt, because money comes from a job. Money comes from no, it doesn't. It doesn't. This is where you're wrong. That pipeline that sprays luck out at light speed just goes ping, ping, ping. You're looking at a toilet paper tube. What you're looking for is the Elon Musk boring company underground tunnel tube that has this constant flow of rich light speed luck. And you're just looking at the wrong tube. If you think money comes from companies, money comes from the stock market, money comes from your bank account, money comes from a little piece of paper called a check, you're wrong. Money comes from people. And this distinction, this ability to precisely define where money comes from, makes all the difference in the world. If you think money comes from a company or a job, that is a shadow. That is a phantom. You're over here struggling to get money from a phantom that doesn't really exist when the source of money is over there, just in your blind spot, and it's giving money to everybody else except you because you're over here, and you're barely getting little sprinkles of splashes of leftover money from other people that are getting rich over here, and you're here slaving away for $30 an hour, $80 an hour, $200 an hour. Worthless. You know how much money rich people make? Actual people that actually know that money comes from people? $100, $200 an hour? That's nothing. That's nothing. That's like embarrassing money. You tell people you make $200 an hour, that's kind of like, oh, that's so middle class of you. Is how rich people think, because money comes from people. Now, I could go into this more, but that would just go into the underlying mechanics as to why money comes from people as opposed to companies. So we can deal with that question. I can support this more, and I can give you more reasons, but let's do that maybe in a deeper episode where you're looking more at fundamentals. We're looking more at the internal mechanical structure of the universe in society. For the purposes of this video, let's start with the basic assumption that you believe what I just said, that you're on board with it, that money only comes from people, it doesn't come from companies or jobs. Which people? Who? Isn't that what we're doing? We're specifying now. We wanted luck, and then we specified down to we want money luck. Then we wanted to figure out where this thing comes from, so we specified down to people. Now we're specifying down to which people. You see what we're doing? We're pinpointing, we're laser pinpointing. It's like those snipers that have those rifles with the red dots right on. We're laser pinpointing. It's like those drones that can just lock in on what's his name, Soleimani or whatever his name is, and just blow him up without killing anybody else around him. Or the Iranian general or whoever he was. Yeah, Kava's taking another leg up. And okay, hold on. Okay, good. In this case, 12 minutes, okay. In this case, it's easier to tell you who money doesn't come from, so that you can actually see the difference between who money does come from. If I told you that money comes from positive people, optimistic, outgoing, successful people, and then making deals with them that are win-win so that you help them and they share their good money luck with you. I mean, that's kind of dumb to say. That's like a no-brainer, right? That's not the hard part. The hard part isn't knowing that money comes from rich people. That's the no-brainer part. The hard part is knowing how to identify the rich people from whom you will actually get money. If you look at rich people like, I don't know, Warren Buffett, he drives the same car he's had for the last 20 years, 30 years. He lives in the same house he's lived in for 30, 40 years or whatnot. You think if you tried to go up to Warren Buffett and tried to get a free lunch out of him, you'd even get one of his French fries? I think he likes like hot dogs and fries. He wouldn't even give you a single fry. So you've got to figure out who can give you money, luck, who can give you the money luck. And then now, if you specify down even farther, how? How are you going to get money luck from this person? So you've identified this huge trunk line, this huge pipeline of luck, of money luck that's just going at light speed, and it occasionally stops and just bestows its rays of wealth on you. You found where this thing is. It's just now, it's how do I situate myself in such a way that I'm the guy that gets splashed with the rays of luck as opposed to some other guy. But before we do that, there are so many different ways to handle this subject. And I want to go off on a tangent, but I think it'll take too long. We're already at 15 minutes. All right, let's do this. Let me put it to you this way. Let's just deal with the people that don't have this luck so you can see. And if you are one of these people that say these things, do these things, and think these things, you don't have money luck and you're not compatible with money luck. You can find Warren Buffett or Bill Gates or anybody who has tons of money, and they will not stay in your space. They're not compatible with you. It's like two magnets that repel. You try and push them together, and the closer you push them together, the more they pop away. Have you tried that with magnets? You just kind of force them away and they go boing, boing. It's like that if you're not on their frequency. So what is their frequency? I just uploaded a tweet. That showed that we made, oh shit, Kava's still going up. That showed that we made a ton of profit on Kava. And it's just a chart. And this guy said, that's misleading. That was his first reaction. It's misleading. It's just a chart. I didn't say we bought at the bottom. I didn't say we longed at the exact bottom. I didn't say we sold at the exact top. I just uploaded a chart, and he's being misled. You offer someone a good deal, and the first thing they say is, what's the catch? You tell them, hey, I just made a lot of money by buying Bitcoin 10 years ago. First thing they say is, it's a scam. It's going to crash. It's tulips. You tell someone, hey, I invested $5,000 into this liquidity pool and I got $30,000 out of it. Oh, that's a Ponzi. You see what's happening? A beautiful girl actually walks up to you. A beautiful woman actually walks up to you. For some reason, it must be her day. She's having a great time. The weather's great. She's ovulating. For some reason, you remind her of her dad, whom she loves very much, when he was in his strongest, like early 30s, late 20s. And so she walks up to you and she introduces herself to you, and you think, oh, she must be a slut. You see what I'm saying? These people whose basic initial reaction is one of victimhood, is one of literally victimhood. They're shrouded in entropy. Entropy is the best word, but it's not a word that's used a lot. They're shrouded in destruction. Everything is attacking them. And you know when that happens? When everything attacks you and tries to break you down? After you die. At the moment you die, you stop breathing, your white blood cells stop functioning. Then guess what? The bacteria starts to go to work. And if the bacteria is not enough, then you've got ravens and condors and vultures that pick away at your flesh and your face. And then, if that's not enough, the rats come in, they start gnawing on your flesh. And then pretty soon you're gone. You don't even exist. But these people are still alive, and that's what's happening in their life. That's literally happening in their life. They can take an absolutely perfectly normal, beautiful woman that's just, for some reason, without knowing them very well, attracted to them initially, and then just write her off as, well, she approached me, she must be a feminist slut that 30 different guys slept with last month. I bet you she has 3 Tinder profiles. Whatever these guys say. I've actually heard these things from people. Extreme negativity. Oh man, Kava just took off. Oh shit. Every single time I do one of these videos, somebody else besides me gets rich. Anyway, it's okay. Are you starting to get the sense of what I'm telling you? If someone's barometer if your barometer, if your metric, here, look. I've got a ruler. I've got a ruler, right? What does this measure in? What does this ruler measure in? This ruler measures in millimeters and centimeters. That's it. And then you put enough of them together, you get a whole meter. And this doesn't go quite a meter long, but you get a meter. Why am I telling you this? Every ruler has a different metric by which it measures. Some people measure by sluttiness. Literally, that's when they see a girl, that's exactly what their measure is, sluttiness. She is super slutty. Oh, she's slightly slutty. Oh, she's not slutty at all. Literally, that's their measurement. It's every single, so what is that? That's 0 to negative 100. There's not a single positive number on their scale. It's not like, oh, she has good self-esteem. She has really good self-esteem. That starts, she doesn't have much self-esteem. That starts at 0 and goes up to positive 100. Do you see that? That business, I don't know. It seems okay, but I just don't, it just doesn't seem, it smells a little fishy. That's 0. Oh, that's a scam. That's like 10. Oh, that's an outright scam Ponzi. That's 100, except it's all negative. It's all negative 10, negative 100. Because they're in a negative world. They're already falling through this black hole called entropy, this black hole called destruction. When you get near a black hole, guess what? You cannot get out. So if you see someone that's in a black hole already, don't go near them. The moment you make contact with them, and if they can even get one fingernail on you, they'll drag you into that black hole with them. So now are you starting to see where luck actually comes from? Luck comes from the opposite of these people who label everything as risky, very risky, super risky, and just outright scam. They go from 0 to minus 10 to minus 50 to minus 100 to the minus 1,000. That's their entire scale is absolutely negative. How was your food? It was okay. That's a 0. How was yesterday's dinner? It wasn't very good. What about what you had for breakfast? Oh, it sucked. Their entire scale is negative. They never say, man, that was delicious. Oh, this was even better than last week's meal. I don't know what you did, Phil, but this pizza, even better than last week's pizza. And it's the same toppings. And then Phil will say, well, I'm in a better mood, so maybe it shows. I don't know. You see the difference? The moment someone opens their mouth, and that someone could be you, is what comes out of your mouth the stench of death, bacteria consuming your psyche, amoeba and vultures picking away at the flesh of your mind and of your spirit? Do you have this black cloud of, let's tear him apart and use him for plant food, hovering around you? The people that are successful can smell it. They can smell it. And they will not even touch you with a 10-foot pole, a plastic one. Sometimes wood conducts if it's wet. Okay, so kava went down a little bit, just enough to long again. All right. How to find that conduit. How to find that conduit, that pipeline of luck that travels at light speed, is the topic of this video. And I think now you're starting to see the answer. You don't have to. They will find you. As soon as you become your own conduit, of golden, light speed money lock. It's like those magnets. You turn them around, and suddenly you get them close enough, and suddenly you can't even keep them apart. They just go snap. That's the universe. Observe yourself. What did that one European philosopher say? Was it in Latin? Know thyself. Observe yourself. Are all your metrics, do they start at 0 and go to negative 1,000? Flip it around. Venture capitalists that are already billionaires, you know how many failed businesses they have? If you look on the scale of businesses that they've put 10, 20, 50, 100, $500,000 into that have failed, they're the worst failures in the world, but they're still billionaires. How is that even possible? They failed at 10,000. They could have given, look at Peter Thiel. I wonder how many businesses he's invested in. The people that he gave investments of $10,000 to, I would think that it's over 2,000 to 3,000 different businesses. Look at Union Squared Ventures, Sequoia Capital, Kleiner Perkins, all these guys. Thousands of beneficiaries of checks for 10, 20, 50, $100,000. Bam, 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 bam. They're just giving out money to companies all day long. Thousands of businesses that just went, and they're still billionaires. No, that's what made them billionaires. Why? You asked them about it. Here's the difference. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into this topic. 27 minutes. We've got 3 minutes left for 30 minutes. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into this topic and show you the difference. You talk to an unsuccessful guy, ask them about their business experience. They've got war stories from when they were 6 years old. Oh, I started this lemonade stand, and this next door neighbor guy, Phil, he told me that he was going to give me a quarter, and he only gave me a dime, and he never paid me my 15 cents back. And then, in fact, he didn't even give me my cup back. I used a glass cup that my grandmother gave. Talk to a successful guy. Talk to a really rich, successful guy. So what's your business experience like? I've read somewhere that you had 2,800 companies that you invested in that all went bankrupt. 2,800, wow, that sounds like a lot. Where'd you get that number? Well, it's a matter of public record. Oh, okay, you saw that? Wow, where is that? Well, it's this public record thing, this website you can go into. Oh, wow, I didn't know there was a website like that. Are you starting to see the difference? Successful dude, unsuccessful dude, winner, loser. You starting to see the difference? Can you tell us about one of those failures and what you learned from those failures? You know, which company failed? Well, you have like 2,873 companies that failed, sir. You don't remember a single one? You know, I don't. Which one? I'm so busy focusing on the ones that just hit NASDAQ. I'm so busy focusing on Facebook. In fact, I've got another Facebook meeting where I'm going to get 3% more shares. I've got another Google meeting where we're going to take over a significant portion of China's artificial intelligence business. I've got another Apple meeting where we're going to take 70% market share away from Huawei. So that's what I'm focusing on. And you want me to remember and reminisce about a company I can't really even remember out of 2,000. What did you say? 2,000 failures? 2,871, sir. 2,000. Wow. That's the difference. That's literally the difference. Now, you could talk to a billionaire and you can talk to a poor person and not ever really notice the pattern. not ever really notice the difference. But the difference is this. What are the units with which they measure? What are the units by which they measure? She's a slut, she's a skank, she's a hoe, she's a whatever. She's and even this, someone that's I don't know if you're Christian, I guess morally upright or whatnot, Christians even her, you know what they would call her? This misogynist dude would call her bad in bed. Everything about this entire scale is negative. There's not a single thing where, well, I'm sure she's at least got some self-esteem and saving herself for marriage. No, she's just bad in bed. Everything is negative. So, observe yourself. When you look at money, what's your scale say? Money is hard to earn. It's extremely difficult to earn. Money is earned only by the corrupt. You have to lie, cheat, and steal to become rich. Billionaires are scammers and liars, and nobody deserves to be built. Is this your scale of money? It's an entropy where you're already in the universe, where it's this black hole that's picking you apart, like buzzards picking away at your skin the moment you die in the desert, like bacteria eating away at your flesh. Is that you? You really want to jump into this alternate universe where you're rich, sexy, and good at backgammon? You have to tune yourself for that jump. And that tuning doesn't happen in your body. That tuning happens in your mind. That tuning happens, and like any tune, everything is tuned by measuring, by metrics. Check your barometers, check your meters. See if you're compatible with that other universe that you so desperately want to quantum leap into.